What new stuff did you pick, Ben?
Um, the utility was like Sorcerer Serato
That sounds really
or
cool.
something like that. It lets me fly, so it's cool.
Holy shit! I like it better.
Don't let her know that.
No, it's really cool. Like, I like it better whenever I don't do it. Like, I don't mind doing your guys' sheets for you, but I like it more when I don't, because then I can throw stuff at you, and you can be like, no, I fly. What feat did you pick?
I wasn't sure, so I'll probably just go with an implement one.
Okay.
And then we all know which feed I took.
That's so stupid.
I think you're jealous, Ben.
Oh, I think everyone's jealous.
Me? No way.
You should have been a bard. I wouldn't have actually made you say. I mean, I never make Matt sing, so.
Yeah, I know. I was considering it for a while, actually.
Yeah. If you would have been like, if you would have been like, Bailey, I really want to be a bard, but I don't want to sing. I'd be like, yeah, I'm not actually gonna make you sing.
I would have been like a storyteller.
Yeah.
Bard.
Yeah.
I am a musician only. I do not sing.
It's so funny because the first whatchamacallit, the first thing we did, the first like campaign we did, your guys' health was so low because I didn't give you any magic armor. It's such a difference giving you guys stuff first.
Yeah.
It's fairly nice. I have to. Yeah.
And now Ben's just like, I want this, and I'm like, okay.
We're constantly dying.
Yeah.
My magic armor puts cloth armor on par with leather.
Yeah, it is pretty fucking cool.
Well, my magic armor just lets me stand next to people.
Yeah,
Yeah, you keep
you're
telling
not.
yourself that.
Don't stand next to me.
Don't
Ever
stand
again.
so.
You know what's great? Zach and Nick do not know that yet. So unless they've seen it.
Apparently, I think Nick said he's been watching us, so we'll see.
Oh boy. Hey Nick, stand next to me.
He's gonna be standing next to Soren. Okay, so you guys are gonna have to bear with me because some of this is a little nutty. So it's been. How much longer do you guys have to go over the sea? Like.
Well, we only had water for a week, and you didn't tell us how
No,
much.
it was a couple. It was the barrels. Like you guys both got some barrels, so I think it will last you a couple weeks. Before that,
Then
3
we've
weeks.
had 3 weeks total worth of water, so
Yeah.
it's months to get there usually.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll take you about a month.
So it's close.
Yeah. So I guess since the whole island cave thing, it's probably been like maybe 5 or 6 days, and it's nighttime.
So is this about halfway through our trip?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay.
So it's about yeah, it's only like 5 or 6 days, and it's nighttime. What are you guys doing for food? Are you guys just like fishing? I'm assuming.
Yeah, we have the 2 fishing poles.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys are fishing, and you are probably eating it raw, right, Snoops?
Do crabs eat fish raw? No, they don't even eat fish. They eat fucking like.
Some of them eat fish. Like they'll eat fish meat.
All right,
We're
I eat
also-
fish meat.
Only part crabs, so you could eat whatever you want.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, could I eat raw fish and not get sick? Well, I guess people eat
Yeah.
raw fish. Anyways, fucking sushi. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, I eat it raw.
Okay.
I'll cook it.
How do you cook your Soren?
With my hands.
Bitch, it cooks.
Well, you guys are kind of sitting around. Draylen has stopped vomiting, although he's a little weak. He's kind of bleary-eyed. And he's
And
just
where-
kind of sitting there. He's on there. I'll move him on there. Okay, I'll move him on there. But
Just for reference, so I
Yeah.
don't step on him.
I don't know what I want him. Oh, he's probably like, meow.
Okay.
And Pack
Is- Pack still a bat.
no. He remember
He
last
switched
time.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
okay.
you guys went to sleep one day in it because I wanted to tell him he was only a bat for the day.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
you guys like it's dark, but it's not nighttime yet, you know. So you guys are just kind of chilling out and talking, maybe. And all of a sudden, oh, and I'm sorry, Vess is still a phallic-shaped rock.
And as I'm correct.
Yes, and he's Pack's got him, and Pack doesn't keep him in his backpack the whole time. He kind of sets him down, and just kind of, you know, I don't know.
Lets him roll around the deck.
Well, no, because if it's dick shaped, you know, it would have to like flop, 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 you know. But anyway.
The cylinder.
Soren would just throw him in the water.
Well, he's
If he
keeping a
was-
protective hand on him. I was imagining dick and ball shaped, not just dick shaped.
Oh, so dick and balls,
Yeah,
not just a cylinder.
not just a cylinder.
Okay.
So anyway, and all of a sudden, Pack, he was sitting. Like, you guys know he's got, like, those kind of glowing eyes. His eyes just go out.
What color do they glow?
If we're going by this picture, orange.
Okay. And they just go out.
Mhm.
I would like to check and see if we have any spare batteries.
Before you check for batteries, he kind of slumps sideways and cracks his face on Vess's crystal, which kind of sparks, and it's got a couple cracks in it now.
His face or the crystal?
The crystal.
Okay.
You guys want to do anything?
What would Soren do?
That's a very good question.
Like,
So
let's say
who
he
passed out?
was packed.
Pack?
He was like in mid-sentence. He was just like, and then let me tell you about the cave I was living in for 300. And then he just kind of went, and he powered down and fell over.
What is a technology check?
Soren would be like, "Ooh, I bet I have a lightning spell for that," and he kind of walks over to him.
Charge.
Okay.
That's worth a shot. Try it. Jeez, you can't jumpstart them.
Can
The
you both
problem
make
is-
perception checks for me before you make an Arcana check?
I don't think I actually have one. A lightning check.
Oh yeah.
Perception.
Yeah.
Perception.
Okay, I don't see anything. It's like a 5.
I rolled
Okay.
a
A
3.
4 actually. No, it's a 5 because we get +1.
I rolled a 3 and I got an 11.
Okay. Well, I think you would probably see it, Matt.
Huh.
It's not hard. Sorry, Snips. You hear a thud behind you, on the deck of the boat, and
Behind me.
yeah, and Bill goes down.
Oh, great.
I immediately looked at Draylon.
He says, "What?"
And then I await for him to fall down.
And then he falls down unconscious.
Can I roll Arcana to see if there's any
Yes.
magic going on?
Yes.
So that's a 17.
Okay. Let me see. You feel kind of a heavy presence, I guess you could say. It's kind of hard to explain it, but everything feels kind of maybe fuzzy. It like I don't know, kind of like if like a whole bunch of feather dusters were brushing against your face, but like you don't really feel it so much as like it's an arcana-y thing, you know, with magic and whatnot.
Yep.
So does he just walk through a bunch of spider webs?
No.
'Cause that's describing. That's the worst.
You fall unconscious.
What?
Soren kind of lays on the deck and prepares himself. He's like, well, there's nothing I can do about it now.
And then you fall unconscious.
Great. He's like, I guess I'm next.
Okay. So you guys all wake up and like you're all there. It's the six of you. Vess is back in his form. You know, Pack is awake, Draylen's awake, Snip's awake. You guys are both awake, but you're all in this on top of this giant hill. Like imagine the rolling hills of like Ireland, you know.
Oh, so we're not even on the boat anymore.
No, you're surrounded by grass, you know, trees dot the horizon, but it's, you know, it's mostly rolling hills. And it's beautiful and green, and
Is there
it's
water nearby?
nighttime. No, there's no water.
I'm disgusted.
There's probably a babbling brook somewhere nearby,
Yes.
but
I feel
you can't see one. And it's pitch black. And you guys can see above you the moon, obviously, but the moon is like 10 times bigger than our normal moon. Like it's taking up like the entire sky.
Oh, so it's falling.
It's not falling, it's just sitting there. And it's kind of obnoxiously bright. You guys see these two figures on top of another hill, very close by.
And we're all six here on this one hill.
And you know,
I'm gonna-
you're
Hey, over there.
to your cohorts or to the two
To
people?
the two figures.
Okay, they don't respond.
Try to get their attention.
Okay, what are you gonna do to get their attention?
I yelled louder.
They're still not looking at you.
I play my guitar.
Okay. You can roll me a performance check. Do you just want to roll? Okay.
Look, have needs and wants, okay? And by the way, my performance roll is increased due to my feat. So that is a 20 total.
You play beautifully. However, they still not do turn around. And
They're lost.
And I actually think Bill would kind of do one of those backhand, you know, hit you on the arm, like, dude, what the fuck? Stop.
Why?
Chill out. Don't fucking look. We just got here in this crazy other whatever the fuck this
Get
is.
rusty. I gotta keep going.
He goes, oh my god. Okay. Draylen's looking around. He's super wary. You know, Pack's doing the same. He kind of looks like he's preparing for a battle. And Vess is kind of scooting closer to Soren.
For reasons.
For reasons. What do you guys want to do?
Okay, so I would
Um,
we go and see these strangers because we don't know anyone else or how we got here, so that would be the first step to do. Any objections?
nope, that sounds like a good idea to me.
Uh-huh.
About the rest of the
Do they agree?
Oh, yeah. Oh, sounds good. Okay. There we go.
All right. We approach the strangers.
Okay. So you guys approach, and as you get closer, you realize they weren't even facing you. Like, you know, they're on another hill, but they're facing. They just kind of have their faces upturned to the moon. I don't know how close you guys want to get. You guys, you know, have been making quite a lot of noise in this quiet, moonlit hills, area, and they still haven't looked at you, and you kind of get the feeling that if they're gonna look at you, they probably would have by now, especially because you started playing your guitar.
My
And,
guitar.
and they still didn't look around.
Right.
So how close do you guys want to get?
Can I see what exactly they're looking at? Are they looking up at the moon?
They're looking up at the moon. Yeah, and you can just see they're you can tell they're smaller, like I guess more petite than you guys. There is
Oh.
two figures looking up.
It could be another dream.
It could be.
That's
Do
what Soren would
we think? Okay, I go over. I pinch Soren.
Well, your hand goes right through his arm, like you're just like pinch, and then your fingers meet together.
Soren, you're a ghost. You're dead.
Pack
Soren
takes-
looks terrified and looks at himself, looks at his hands like, what?
Pack takes his Morncrad and tries to conk Draylen on the head, and it goes right through and hits the ground. But doesn't make any sound or any imprint on the earth or anything like that.
I try to dig my foot into the ground.
You can't. It's almost like it's solid, but you're not getting anywhere.
Okay. I'm going to approach the strangers and touch one of them.
Your hands go right through them.
Alright. It's a vision from the future.
Do you want me to describe the figures before you?
Yes.
Okay. You good at that, Soren?
Yep.
Okay. So, Snips, you see two girls, older girls, young women, I guess you could say.
Now, when I touched them, where did I grab?
That's up to Snips.
Alright. We're gonna leave that to the imagination.
So, they're probably like maybe 5'5", 5'6",
I thought you were
average.
saying 5 years old. Then I'd be like, nope, never mind.
No. They're probably about 5'5", really average height. And they're the exact same height. The one, let's say, the one that you touched tried to touch is a human girl. At least, she definitely looks it. She's very pale, and she's kind of got plain features. She's not exceptionally pretty, and she's not ugly. And she's got this kind of auburn hair, kind of pinned or elastic banded to her head. Like she's got a lot of hair, but she's put it up into kind of a thing and an updo, and then she's wearing this kind of nightgown looking thing, and it's white. And then the one next to her, if you're just going off ears, she could be half elf, she could be full elf. But she's got the same color hair, but she's let it fall down, and it's extremely glossy and perfect. It's kind of like she just came out of a makeup room and having her hair done. And she doesn't, she's wearing this thing that it's not overly sexual, but for whatever reason, it just looks really good on her. It's kind of like, who's that chick from the Hunger Games?
Oh, I don't even know her name. I never saw any of them.
I don't know, she never well, she probably does. She doesn't wear a thing, she's kind of a classy broad. Like the girl before you, they're both probably 18, 19 looking, and, she looks really classy, and, her ears are pointed like an elf or half elf or whatever, and her face, Snips, as soon as you look at her face, you just instantly like her. You're just like, this woman.
She's pretty.
is beautiful. Like this is if this isn't the most beautiful person I've ever seen, I don't know who is. Like instantly, all the actresses, Frederick hung out with, all the lady bards, all the queens and princesses you've ever seen, they're mute before her.
Man, I can't seduce her.
Soren, have you come around and looked at the girls, or are you staying back and watching Snips?
Oh, one more thing first. Do I recognize any of the two?
No.
Like, I know them
Mm-mm.
for whatever reason. Okay.
Soren would probably go with him.
Okay. Well, you think the same thing about the
Okay.
the prettier young lady.
Dibs.
But it's funny because you guys are probably a little bit taller than them. Maybe Snips, you're about the same. No, I think you're all taller than 5'5", except Bill. And they're kind of, if you guys, huh?
I'm 5'9".
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. You're 4 inches taller.
Yep.
So they're both looking up, and if it's weird because Snips, maybe you kind of come around and you're standing in front of them, and they're just looking right through you up at the moon. And it's funny because it's almost like they're listening to a story. Like they're just kind of like having they're not having a conversation, but every once in a while they'll talk at the moon, and then they'll kind of look at each other and like giggle or something like that.
Can we make sense of the conversation they're having?
They're speaking in common, and it does sound like they're just being told a story. Like they're listening, their eyes are really big, and every once in a while they'll be like, "But then what happened?"
Okay, so we can't hear what they're being told, though.
No.
Okay.
And the fairer one will kind of elbow the other one and be like, "Be quiet, just listen," stuff like that.
Right. Okay. How close does the moon look?
Really close. I mean, it's really big in the sky.
Could I throw something and hit it?
No, it's not that close.
Okay.
Can I try Arcana here?
Like an Arcana check?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, nat 20. So that's...
It's a nat 20. It's awesome.
27.
27? Okay. So you kind of pull forth your energies, and you've done this 100 times. Maybe your I don't remember Soren's past, but maybe your magic came upon you suddenly or gradually. Maybe it's a little bit chaotic. But you just stand there drawing upon like nothing. And it's almost like I told Pac last time when he was a bat, it's almost like you don't have any powers at all.
Okay.
And
Soren feels...
Yeah.
Continue.
I was going to say, this would probably freak you out, like, a little bit, or more than a little bit, because, I mean...
Soren is pretty much terrified. He can't really do anything other than his magic. So his magic is, like, everything to him.
Yeah.
So he feels extremely uncomfortable.
So Draylen kind of sees you, like maybe trying to suss things out, and he's like, "What's the matter, little boy?" or something, something cocky. I don't know. He's like, "What? You can't use magic?" And he kind of holds out his hand, and nothing happens.
Soren's like, "What's the matter? You can't use magic?"
He says, "Okay, what the hell is this, and how can we get out of here?" And Bill's like, "Can we go back to the ship or something? What's going on? I don't really understand."
Ask him. Okay, yeah, sure. If you know which way it is.
Yeah, it's right over there.
Can we use the night sky to see which way is north?
What would like an astrology check be? Would that be like history? You guys want to do a nature? There you go. You want to do a nature check for me?
I can.
I'll make one.
Okay.
I
But
got
I miss Voldrin.
oh, no, 21 total.
21?
21 total.
10.
Okay.
It was a 10 for me.
You recognize maybe, like, you know, like I said, the moon is gigantic in the sky, kind of comically.
Is it blocking the North Star?
I don't think there would be like a North Star in this
Oh,
universe or this world.
yeah.
I can't really say we're on the world because
Is it also a long time ago?
I don't think so. I
No?
think it's just
Far away?
it's not. It's not.
Oh, okay.
So, you might be able to suss out a few like astrology signs, like this is the one that's in this part of the world, but then you're just like, but that one I should be able to see if I could see this one. So, and then you kind of turn around and you're like, same goes for that one, I guess. I don't really know. So,
All right. I learned nothing.
behind you guys, the moon is taking on a very strange reddish tint.
Oh, I could have swore you were about to say it's going to start taking a phallic shape.
Everything is dicks. The moon is turning like a lightish pink, and then a darker pink, and now it's going into like red.
Hmm.
Is anybody looking at the girls in front of them?
Yeah, probably.
All right. They are looking scared, but they're not like running or anything. Like they kind of hold hands and they're looking up at the moon. They've got worried looks on their faces, but they haven't taken off.
Well, the story must have taken a dark turn then.
One would assume.
So if you guys are just gonna
It's
wait,
Retailer, but it has mood lighting.
I guess I'll just go the plain and the fair one. The plain one goes, well, what do we do? But she's asking the moon, and apparently she got an answer because her and the pretty one kind of turn tail and start fleeing down the side of the hill.
Well, let's follow them. Soren
we-
starts running down the side of the hill.
What, Matt?
Can I see where they're heading?
All you see is they're heading down.
Okay.
Okay. Do you follow?
I will.
Okay. So the whole party follows. I'll just say Bill's probably taking up the rear because he's like, I really don't want to get too close to these people. And Pack's probably running alongside you guys, and Draylen's and Vess are kind of in the middle. And you guys follow them, and they enter under the cover of these trees. Like, you guys are going down the side of a hill, and then you enter like a wooded area, and they run and they start heading towards this grass hut. It's kind of like the huts you see the Native Americans building, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, structural integrity seems...
It seems out of place.
Yeah, it does, especially in this kind of wooded area.
Yeah.
So they're running towards this grass hut, and they start knocking on this kind of...
On the grass.
No, on like the shitty, like large piece of bark that somebody put over the entrance to it, and they start knocking on it, and nobody answers. And
Ever-
so,
By now?
yeah, you guys are probably
I want to peek my head through the wall and see what's inside.
Okay. You peek your head in the wall, and you just see the inside of a grass hut. And you see the remnants of a fire in the middle, but you don't see anything else.
I'm gonna lean back out and say nobody's home.
They can't hear you, but they try. Huh?
I wasn't saying it to them,
Oh,
but I was
okay.
saying it to the party. But it works either way.
Draylen would probably be like, "I'm gonna burn it down," and then try, and then realize he doesn't have any fire.
That seems fair enough.
And so the girls obviously don't get an answer, so they move the bark out of the way easily. You know, it's a big piece of bark, and they go inside, and they put the bark, you know, back in its place. And then all is quiet, you know, except for like maybe some crickets and you know the big blood red moon in the sky is kind of.
Is it still red?
Yeah, it's still red.
So can we like go through things?
Well, I just stick my head through a wall, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
say yes.
Yeah, you guys could probably stick your limbs through certain things.
Can we interact with anything? I'm gonna try and pick up like a stick, touch a tree, something.
Okay. You try and pick up a stick and your hand goes through, and you try and stick your foot through a tree trunk, and it does.
Alright.
So Soren's gonna try to walk through the piece of bark.
Okay. You walk through the piece of bark.
Oh, I was really hoping that he just walked into a piece of wood and fell over.
No.
That would be perfect.
That would be very funny. And you just see the girls, and they seem to have started a very small fire in the hut. And they're just kind of sitting there, you know, one's kind of sitting cross-legged, the other one's hugging, the fair one, or the plain one would probably be hugging her knees and kind of just looking at the small sparks of flame in the middle of the little ashen circle where there once was a larger fire.
Ashen one.
Oh God, no.
Are they just watching the fire? Are they doing anything?
They're not doing anything. They're just sitting there.
Just watching it.
Mhm.
Okay, because I thought that they were leaving with some intent to do something, but I guess I was misled.
Okay. Soren, do you come back out?
Sure.
Okay. So you come back out just in time to see. Well, you would probably all see it. A tree, kind of far away, but not so far away that you guys would miss it. This tree, suddenly has a gigantic, like gouge taken out of it, kind of like something, large took a swipe at it with like a big claw or something.
I would like to do a nature check to see if I know what type of animal would have done this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, I love it when I roll low because it's high for me anyways. I rolled an 8, I got a 16.
So that means
That's ridiculous.
You know you're gonna have to go up there and like look at it if you want to try and see what.
Yeah.
Okay, so you start running up there and.
I would nonchalantly walk.
Okay, so you're just like do, nothing can hurt me. I'm just gonna walk up, and
Base.
um,
Can't touch anything even.
a little bit to the right of the claw mark on the tree, you can see this giant, like, werewolf. Basically, it's a very big, scary-looking werewolf.
Oh, so I see the werewolf.
Yes, it's maybe
Okay.
you guys were standing at an angle to where you couldn't really see it where you were standing, but now that you're getting closer, you can see it, and it's kind of coming towards the hut.
I'm gonna go ahead and say out loud, "Hey, I found what made the sound."
And everybody's gonna be like, nope.
Well, it doesn't see us. It can't interact with us either, correct? That's what I'm under the assumption.
Okay.
That's what we would think anyway.
Yeah, definitely. So it walks past you. And it smells really bad. And you would think this is very strange because so far nothing has interacted with you, but all of a sudden you
I can
just
help it.
get this stench of like
Oh,
rotting like fish. It's
it was
got
Ben.
it's
Ben
kind of
did
a, it's kind of a fishy smell, but it's like really gross fishy smell.
Okay, so rotten fish.
Yeah.
Would I even be disgusted by that?
Yeah, I think even you would be disgusted by that. It's so
Okay.
bad that even
I'm
you are
trying to
disgusted.
That's not a thing. I would or not. I think I would, regardless.
By now it's probably getting close enough, Ben would be able to, or I'm sorry, Sora would be able to see Bill, Draylen, and Packwood. And Bill's kind of taken up the rear, like he kind of backs up. Draylen and Packwood start getting ready. But you guys quickly realize that the wolf is not paying any attention to you. And it kind of goes over to the hut. And
Well,
he-
this isn't good.
yeah, he rears up to hit the hut. Does anybody want to do anything before he does it?
I want to grab the popcorn.
Okay.
Soren would probably yell something
Okay.
just because he's kind of clueless.
Okay. So you'd
He
probably
could
be
smell
like,
it though.
Yes,
You
can
could smell it.
Yeah.
So he'd like say something.
What exactly would you say?
He'd be like, "Hey!"
As soon as you say hey, a Littlefoot, or not Littlefoot, a regular woman-sized foot, I guess, kicks the bark off of the hut, and the two girls take off at a really unnaturally fast pace, and they go. They run.
Okay,
Away.
so who?
And the wolf, and the wolf swipes at the hut, and it just crumbles.
Who kicked the bark?
Just one of the girls.
One of the two?
Mhm.
From the outside, kicked it.
No, from the inside, they like kicked it out and took off.
Oh, okay.
Like because they're coming out of the hut.
How did they know?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
Unless you have a power that reads minds, you wouldn't know.
Wow.
And if you did have a power that reads minds, it probably wouldn't work.
Yeah, that's true. Do you guys want to follow them? The wolf is starting to take off after them.
Yeah, definitely. Soren would
Yeah.
run after them.
Okay.
Nothing else interesting going on.
Okay. Bill says, I'm not going one more step. I know this is a dream. I'm just gonna wait here till I wake up. And he sits down against the tree, puts his back against the tree, and he just
Balls.
sits there. No, he just sits
Well,
there.
How did he put his back on the tree then?
He goes to the tree, and he goes, God damn it.
Hey.
And then so he just, he scoots away from the tree, and he just kind of sits cross-legged.
Rabble, rabble.
Draylen seems to be like, well, yeah, I guess me too, and Draylen sits down. But Vess is like, I'm not leaving my friends. And Pack's like, yeah, somebody's got to be around to hit something, since apparently Magic Boy can't do magic, so...
Soren's like highly offended by it. He's like,
Dra-
"Hey!"
Draylen is also highly offended, like,
Both of them.
yeah.
Can I use magic?
Try.
I will Arcana check.
Mhm.
I got a 20 total.
Okay. What would you do with your magic normally? Because usually you're just playing a song and doing magic through that.
I'll try to play a magical song.
Okay. So you take out your Spanish guitar and you strum a few notes and you're like, all right, I'm going to give my guys a little bit extra advantage during combat, and nothing happens.
Oh, okay. Not working for me either.
All right, you put your Spanish guitar away.
Soren kind of shivers to himself again.
Yeah.
It's like, he doesn't like this place at all.
Yeah, I bet not. So you four take off after the girls and the monster, and you quickly catch up to them. It seems that you guys can probably, if you concentrate, you can go a lot faster than you normally would, and you can actually go faster than the things that seem to be interacting with themselves. Like
My God. We've discovered how to fast travel.
And you guys quickly catch up, and you see the girls heading towards a log house, actually. And one
They
of
upgraded.
yeah, they upgraded, and
Oh my God.
you turn around.
Nothing.
You turn around, or I'm sorry, one of the girls turns around, and she looks hard at the monster because, they're pretty fast, and he's not that hard on their heels. But, he's coming up fast. And the fair one turns around, and she looks at him, and he gouges his feet into the ground and kind of comes to a stop. And he just kind of sits there and he looks. And then he turns to the nearest hedge, and he starts whacking the fuck out of it, like just wailing on it, really, like Edward Scissorhands, fucking this bush up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the two girls use that little bit of time that he's distracted, and they run into the log cabin, and they shut the door behind them.
Alright. I would like to peek into the log cabin
Okay.
and see what's inside there.
What about you, Soren?
He'd probably do the same. So
Okay.
yeah.
So
I'll look in.
you guys kind of just phase through the door, and you can see them, and they're, it's a log cabin. It's just the one floor. It's very plain. There's like a straw bed, with some shitty sheets on it in one corner. There's like a little table made out of logs in the other corner, and one of those old-timey stoves. You know what I mean? Those old-timey stoves.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they get onto the bed and they sit there, and they're really close. They're like hugging each other, and it seems pretty obvious that they're familiar with each other.
Oh, there's another one.
No, it's just the two of them.
Just the two of them.
Yeah,
Okay. Do they have a table in there, perhaps? Is there bowls of porridge sitting on the table?
Mm-mm.
No?
There doesn't seem to be any food.
Just wondering.
Maybe a grandmother or something like that.
Yeah, they're sitting on the grandma in the bed. No.
You never know with these storytellers. They like to mix and match.
Soren will go back outside and take a closer look at the wolf.
Okay.
Yeah, why is he in the hedge? I'm curious about that.
He's actually no longer hitting the hedge. He's now kind of looking around, and obviously he spots the, giant log cabin there. And
I would like to investigate the hedge.
okay, hold on. Soren, you're kind of approaching the wolf, and you smell that disgusting rotting fish meat. And you also see that the wolf only has one eye, like the other one is like milky white. And other than that, it just kind of looks like, even you would have been told stories of like werewolves and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So, you definitely know what it is, but it does have only one eye that seems to be working.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
He'll walk really close to it and examine it, like, just closer.
probably you would see like maybe some cuts in its fur and stuff like that. It's not wearing any clothes. Other than its one eye, it doesn't seem to be
Is it
anything other than just kind of storybook werewolf.
is it possible to discern the sex of this werewolf?
Yeah, it's bits and tackle are hanging out.
Oh, so dude, boy werewolf.
Yes.
Okay.
But
Is it
looks
possible
like it
to?
looks like a dog one. It looks like a dog penis. 'Cause wolves
Oh,
are
it's a
dog.
dog. Oh, thank you. I didn't need that
Okay.
much. I just wanted to know for that image.
It's not a fixed werewolf. Sorry, go ahead.
It's not possible to interact with the wolf at all, right? We can only
Uh,
smell it.
You can try.
Yeah,
I
you can
think they did
smell.
once.
You can. Yeah, I was gonna say you could probably try touching it. I don't think Snip's tried.
Yeah, he's gonna try to touch it very
Your-
cautiously.
Your fingers kind of meet this warm fur, and it instantly look. No, I'm just kidding. No, it doesn't. It doesn't do that. Yeah, it just goes through.
Soren would literally die.
And
You
Soren
have magic, you're just there. Go.
Soren
I don't-
shits his pants. No, it goes through. I think its ears would kind of twitch in your direction, but otherwise it wouldn't really, it doesn't seem like it notices you at all.
Soren kind of shrugs and heads back into the house.
Okay. You go back to the house, and the door is quickly obliterated by the wolf, like pretty much diving in.
We dove into it.
Yeah, he dove into it. The door's in splinters. Pardon?
He didn't blow it down?
No, he didn't blow down.
Oh,
What do
okay.
you think this is? The Three Little Pigs?
No, of course not.
So he, throws his body into the door, and both the girls kind of scream in the same pitch and whatnot. And the plain one kind of dives out the window, closely followed by the pretty one, and they seem to be off in another direction.
We're gonna go ahead and follow them.
Okay.
Now, is the other two, Voss and Peck, gonna stick around with us to go to the third
Vess and
one?
Pack? Yeah, they're with you. They're gonna.
Voss and Peck, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, my bad. Vess and
Technically, that's correct.
Yeah, it is technically
we
correct.
asked them to stay here to watch the place.
Yeah, they'd probably be like Pack's like.
That way we have two there, two at the old one, and us two at whatever we're going.
Okay. Yeah, they'll be like, Pack's like, are you sure you don't want to, like, Soren, do you maybe want to stay here with Bess, and I can go along with Snips?
Hey, Soren, you want
Soren's like, no,
Vess?
it's fine. Trust me, I am good. I will go with you guys.
Vess
and
looks a little bit sad.
to? Oh,
it's no problem at all whatsoever.
All right, so you guys leave them
there's been
there.
quite a bit of sexual harassment against Soren in this campaign.
You guys are the only two people left, and you guys start running towards where the girls took off. Apparently it's a very small forest because they emerge, and followed by the wolf. They emerge from the other side of this small, wood, and
Small wood.
yeah,
Okay.
the wood.
Got it.
Oh my god. And up on a hill, another hill, you guys can see a small castle.
Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they upgraded again.
They upgraded.
What is this castle made of?
Stone? Not brick.
Okay. Okay. just checking.
So you guys are following them. They run up the hill. The wolf seems to be going a little bit slower, but they're taking off at a good pace, and they run up to the castle, and they enter the doorway.
Castle.
It's a very
How-
small castle.
big or small are we talking?
I'm trying to think of a game both of you have played.
'Cause I
Uh,
can't think of a small castle.
Um,
I think big.
not a giant castle. How about that?
Okay, so
It's like
it's almost like the size of, I don't know, a brick house, something like that.
No.
Like
they're a
Helm's
little bit
Deep?
better. No, I don't think it was like Helm's
It's
Deep.
Helm's Deep is pretty small
Well,
comparatively.
it's like
maybe, but it's not small. How many people would this castle house?
mm, so. Okay, so you know our old apartment building in Orlando.
Yeah.
Ben, you know about the size of not the whole apartment, or not just our apartment, but like the whole complex.
Oh, the whole complex?
Not the whole like our whole building. Like this,
Yeah.
the one building had like,
That's still pretty big.
yeah,
Because that's like what? It was 2 stories high. It was 1, 2, 3 across. So that's like 6 apartments.
yeah, like it's a little bit bigger than that. That's like,
Like 12 apartments,
Yeah.
actually. Because it was double wide.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's not gigantic, but it's bigger than the last two. It's pretty big, yeah, you know.
I want to start exploring this castle.
Okay. So they run into the door, and it's not actually a door. It's not covered. It's just an entrance. But they run through it, and you follow them up to that point, and then you can go left, right, or you can follow them straight into like the small courtyard area.
Well, if you're not left, you're right.
Okay. Soren, what do you want to do?
Soren would follow them because he wouldn't see a point in going anywhere if he can't touch anything.
Okay. You guys both want to roll a d20 real quick? Just straight d20. We'll see who we do first.
Who goes first?
7.
Oh, 17.
Okay, Ben, can you take off your headphones, please?
Aha!
Sure,
Fuck, that means I gotta leave the room when it
I'm gone.
happens.
Okay. Okay, so you go right? You said or left?
Left.
Okay.
Left.
So you go left, and you see a couple doors. One's kind of splintered open. The other one is closed.
I'm gonna go through the closed one.
You phase through it, and you just see before you an empty room.
Okay, I'll go to the other one then.
You.
Wait, what was in the empty room? Is it just
It's
empty?
literally a barren, like, stone room.
Okay, I'll go to the next one then.
It is the same thing, except it's got a small fireplace.
Is the fireplace been used recently?
It doesn't seem to.
Okay, I'm gonna double back and head down the right way. See what's down that way.
You see two. Castles are very symmetrical. You see two doorways, but they both have doors on them.
All right, door number 1.
Okay, nothing.
Door number 2.
Nothing.
This has been a complete awesome use of my time. Yay! I'm gonna meet Sora and tell him there's nothing.
The two girls and the wolf had gone straight. So.
But I'll meet up with Sora.
Okay.
Here, I'll just take off my headphones.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
back.
I didn't know. Okay. So you see Snips go left, and you follow the girls and the wolf, and they ran through an opening not covered, but then they go to a door and they kind of rip it open, and they run inside and close it real quick, and the wolf starts kind of clawing at the small door.
Okay, so I guess I'll step inside the room and see what's going on in there.
Okay. So so you face the door, and the two girls are sitting in one corner, and the fair one is being like, "Don't worry, it's okay. He's not gonna get nothing. Everything's gonna be fine. Mom will be back soon. It's gonna be fine. Okay, don't worry about it."
Is there any like coat of arms or flags or anything to say what kind of castle this is? Like whose domain?
No, actually, everything's extremely barren. Like, there's absolutely nothing in the room at all except for a fireplace in, like, the middle of it. This kind of looks like a dining hall, actually.
That's interesting. Yeah, I guess you'd go back and look at the wolf. He doesn't really know what to do at this point.
Okay. Snips meets up with you. Okay, so you meet up with Soren.
Soren, the place is empty.
Yeah, notice the same thing. It's weird.
It is a bit weird. Soren, you would probably mention to Snips just offhandedly, yeah, I noticed it's empty. I looked for a coat of arms, didn't find anything, and you guys are probably both agree it's kind of weird.
I feel like we're stuck in kind of storybook. I don't know. It's weird. It's hard to explain. We can't interact with anything. We're just listening and watching.
The wolf starts digging its claws into the side of the building and climbing up.
I wait to see what happens when he gets over. Do we smell the smell again?
Yeah, you guys still smell it.
Huh. Oh, have we never stopped smelling it?
You seem to smell it a lot stronger whenever you get near the wolf.
We're just gonna wait and see what happens. Oh, I am.
Soren?
This feels like more of something that's happened. It feels like we're actually here. Because we can smell it and we can kind of interact with everything.
I have interacted with 0 things. So unless you have and haven't told me.
Well,
The smell
you're smelling,
counts.
you're hearing, and you're seeing. You're not touching.
Yeah.
You can
Touch
try
is one
tasting
sense.
something. I doubt you'd be able to taste anything because you'd put something in your mouth and probably drop out the bottom of your body, so.
I lick Soren.
Yeah, you don't taste it. Your tongue just goes through.
Okay. There. You can't tell anything.
I know what my next fanfiction's gonna be about.
Snip.
I'm just kidding, but.
Takes him on his cheek.
Yeah,
Down his neck.
Oh,
Soren
please.
will step behind the door and see what they're doing again. Because the wolf ditched, so.
Yeah. The fair one seems to be lighting a fire in the big fireplace.
It's the second time they tried fires.
Mm-hmm.
If only one of us could start a fire.
That's mean. That's like really mean.
They get a small one going, in maybe like the remnants of some logs, but it's very small and pathetic, and, you guys hear like a booming above you. Like,
There's something in the ceiling. I've heard of this before.
Boom.
It's some fat man.
And then Santa Claus comes down the chimney. No. Like there's dust falling from the ceiling, and it seems to be bowing in one spot in particular. And it takes about a minute, and the wolf kind of drops through the ceiling.
Not bad.
He looks at the girls, and he starts to advance on them.
I'm gonna sit down and cross my legs. Ooh, the good part.
Soren tries yelling something again.
Okay.
So, just like, hey!
Okay, Soren, the kind of plain-looking one, she looks directly at you, and all she says is, "Help me." And then you're gone. Like, it's just black.
That's messed up. That's
Yeah.
great.
That was perfect. That was perfect. Matt,
That shit.
you kind of just see the wolf advancing on them, and then it's blackness.
Aw, right at the good part. They always censor this bullshit.
And you guys all wake up, and
Goddamn
you're
nerd.
back on the boat. You guys wake up, and Bill's kind of already awake, and he's standing up. He seems to be getting the ship back on course. So is Draylen. He's kind of flicking his hand open and closed and making sure he's still got his fire powers. Vess is still dick-shaped and a small crystal. And
Immediately back to original state.
immediately, you guys would probably both notice Pack has not he's not woken up yet.